crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. And even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now, here with you now. Here with you. See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now, here with you now. Here with you now. Here with you. Rather be no other place than here with you now. Place than here with you. I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now, here with you now. to the wall. Hero, 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 hero. I wanna be a hero, hero. I wanna be a hero. I wanna be a hero. Shut your eyes, don't be scared. Shut your eyes, watch those lights from the stars in your head, hypnotized. Join our fight for what's right. Let your heart be your guide. You get more than you.
Welcome everyone to the start of another week of the SSBL. I am Chicken Sandwich, and we're coming at you with 4 more games here. Starting off week 12. Week 12 here in the SSBL. The Mythic and the Cyclones playing for a bit of pride here. And that's going to be a strikeout to start the game. Kyle Edwards on the mound for the Cyclones, with Paprika Stalks on the mound for the Mythic. And back-to-back strikeouts for Edwards to start off the game. We see a start much like Zelda Narwhal's, where she struck out 8 of the first 9 batters. No, we will not, at least yet, as that one's actually going to be bombered special over the glove of Yoshida. So the Mythic get a base runner on, and it's the All-Star Game nominee Biddles Rosas with the bomber special. And here is Harry Von Crum, who fouls that one off. 0-2 the count. That one just runs inside 1-2. And he fouls off another. This one's hit deep into right center. Tracking that one is Jabron Lames, and he'll make the catch on the warning track for out number 3, and the side is retired. To the bottom of the first we go. County Angelo and Doug Kelly do up. Another frustrating season for the Cyclones. Eliminated from postseason contention long ago, as were the Mythic. The Cyclones, as a squad, hitting .251 on the season. Kind of middle of the road, as Stock starts things off with a strikeout of her own. .251 on the season, middle road, 15th in the SSBL. 11th in home runs, hitting 17 on the season. And striking out at just under 25% of the time, also 15th in the league, 24.88. Dribbler up the middle, Rosas, in time, 2 away. I'm gonna do some digging, because I don't remember Paprika Stalks being a Mythic. Where did she come from? Where'd she go? Cotton Eye Joe.
The center fielder, number 19.
Yeah, I just haven't paid attention. The throw to second's not in time, so runner in scoring position. Back-to-back walks puts 2 Cyclones aboard with 2 outs, and here is Timber Woods. Okay, she was a former Skull. The Skulls gave up, or no, the Skulls got 34 and 58 in the last draft for a litany of players. Pendragon Stocks, Green the Third, Nick Grayweather, Mickey Dillon Jr., and the Skulls S10 round 3. That's into the gap. That's going to roll to the wall, and that will score both runners, and Timber Woods has himself a 2-run double. And the Cyclones lead 2-0.
The catcher, number 33.
Bean Machine to the plate. A preseason acquisition that has not turned out to be what was thought of him. A rough year for him. 6 for 42. He does draw a walk there, but a 143 average for Machine. No home runs. Just the 5th walk he's drawn all season. So not a stellar performance from him. But not a stellar performance either for Paprika Stocks. 3 walks, a hit, 2 earned already here. Just through 2/3 of an inning here. And a 3-1 count now to Yoshida. And that's going to be another walk. 4 walks. Mitchell O'Brien to the plate now. O'Brien 14 for 42, a 333 average as he puts this one into left, and that one is gone. A 3-run shot for O'Brien. The Cyclones now lead 5-0. I didn't see how long that one was, but tucks it in quite nicely, in the Cyclones 6-0 already. And as we bat through the lineup, Hugh George III flies out to right in the inning. Only 2 hits for the Cyclones, but they score 6 as we head to the top of the second. Kyle Edwards looking to draw some more blood here. Ahead 1-2 against Lucian Miles, as he fouls that one off. And that's going to be the 3rd strikeout for Edwards. One away now for Delaney Frisco, who fouls that one off, 1-1. Delaney Frisco 7 for 26 and make it 7 for 27 as she gets rung up there. 4 Ks for Edwards. And here is Domingo Ritchie. Ritchie into center field. Back it goes. Doesn't have enough. It's off the top of the wall. And Ritchie will have himself a 2-out double. The former retriever hitting well in his former park. Brings up Claudette Levi, who puts this one down into left. That one hops to Hugh George, who gets it in time to prevent the run from scoring. Another former retriever. The runners at the corners now for the Mythic, with 2 outs. Hard hit ball by Debbie Sawyer, but foul. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Edwards' 5th K sends us to the bottom of the second inning. Cyclones still nursing a 6-0 lead. Top of the order, 2 up. And Stocks is left out to dry here, but gets a ground out Rosas to Von Crum for out number 1. Let's see if we can read off some stats for Paprika Stocks. Surprisingly, not that bad of a pitcher this season. 17 1/3 innings pitched, only 4 earned runs up to this point, a 2.08 ERA. As Harry Von Crum with a nice stop, the throw in time for round number 2. 16 hits to 13 walks given up, a 1.67 whip, 21 strikeouts, and only surrendered 1 home run coming into this one. So the Cyclones of all the teams pulling through when it's too little too late. The walks killed her. Doug Kelly, one of those walks. Swing and a miss! A clean inning for Stocks, and we go to the top of the 3rd. Top of the order, 2 up for the Mythic. Kyle Edwards' season, pretty decent, as that's going to be a leadoff single from Julian. 6 earned runs through 18 2/3, a 2.89 ERA to follow with a 1.17 whip. 15 hits, 7 walks, 29 strikeouts, only 1 home run surrendered on the season. There is Celine Colombo. As she gets swung up there, strikeout number 6 for Edwards. And here is your friend and mine, Biddles Rosas. Fouled back, 1-2 the count. 2-2. Both All-Star Game nominees for the Epic Conference. And Edwards gets the best of that one as he rings up another one there to get to 7 on the day. Hey, Fizek, when are we going to announce who got voted in? Just out of curiosity if we have a set date for that. As Crum puts another one into left field. Lucian Miles. 2 on, 2 out for the Mythic. Couple fouled back. Miles doing his best to stay alive here. Let's one run inside. The count is full. Runners will go. And another one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Edwards up to 8 strikeouts on the game. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd. So it wasn't 8 of the first 9 batters he faced struck out, but 8 of his first 9 outs have been strikeouts. So pick your poison, I guess. This one into right, but it looks like it's going to stay in the park. Sawyer tracks it down for out number 2. And here is Bean Machine. Two and 1 the count. Yeah, I definitely could use a fastball. 4-seamer would really nice tighten up her arsenal. As Machine singles up the middle to continue the inning. Oh, he gets that one to the wall. That's going to be extra bases.
The second baseman, number 35.
Kazuo Yoshida with a 1-1 count. That one's outside, 2 and 1. Swing to miss, 2 and 2. Grounder up the middle, out of the reach of Julian. Machine's gonna run and score, and it's 7-0. RBI single, and that's gonna do it for Stocks. In comes Reggie Lohner. Facing off against the home run hitter Mitchell O'Brien. Into right. And that will be caught by Sawyer for out number 3. We head to the top of the 4th, 7-0 now your score. And that one's up the middle for a base hit for the Mythic. Edwards down to neutral. Can't stay locked in. Has given up 6 hits, despite striking out 8. Danny Frisco with the single to lead things off. Full count to Richie. And Richie lets one by. 9 Ks for Edwards, which brings up Claudette Levi. Two and 2 to count. That one just misses. That's another full count. This one up the middle, and Yoshida doesn't time the jump up nicely. And Levi will have her second base hit of the day. is Debbie Sawyer with a chance for the Mythic to get on the board for the first time today. This one to the right side. Yoshida ranges to second for one, to first, can't turn two. Just the second out, not via the strikeout for the Mythic offense today. Popped up, easy play for Edwards, and the Mythic will strand a few more. Remains 7-0 going into the bottom of the fourth. Mythic are out hitting the Cyclones 7-4, but no runs have come across. Yeah, Kawashi Stocks did not manage. Not very well at all. And that one is caught by Von Crum. Reggie Lohner on the season, not great at all. 20 earned runs in 21 innings pitched. 28 hits surrendered, 13 walks, 14 strikeouts, 5 home runs, an 8.57 ERA, and a 1.95 whip. That's grounded out to Levi, who throws it with all her might to first in time for number 2. Two and one the count, and that's back to Lohner, who scoops it. Toss it to Von Crum in time for a clean inning. We'll head to the top of the fifth, still 7-0. First pitch swinging in to left, easy play there for Hugh George, and makes the catch for number 1. Popped up, but out of play. 0-2 the count. Popped up, right field. And that will be caught by Yoshida for number 2. Oh, huh. I forgot I still had that up from recording the Jungle King series. That's up the middle, base hit to continue the top of the fifth. Von Crum with his second base hit of the day. Kyle Edwards up to 38 strikeouts on the season now in his final start. Puts him solely in second place, just behind Wanda Cosmo, who has 43. And to the bottom of the fifth we go. Graphics. Into right, and diving attempt there by Debbie Sawyer, but it comes off the glove. The leadoff base hit for Jet County. Scroll. Flare to Rosas, who makes the grab for round number 2, or 1. A, B. Ah! Oh, not properties. Filters. Scroll. Close. There you have it. Oh. And that's a strikeout for Lohner, his first of the game.
Catcher, number 33.
2 outs now for Bean Machine. And Machine into right center. Back it goes. Does it have enough? Nope, it's off the base of the wall. Machine having himself a good last couple of games. I believe the last game the Cyclones played was against the Bombers. And he had a couple of hits that game as well. So Machine also kind of with a bit of a little bit too late of a season to finally get going. That one's through left field. Runner's going to round third, head for home. The throw from the plate is not going to be in time. Yoshida with another RBI.
Now pitching, number 30.
And that will do it for Lohner. In comes Witness. And that one is going to be foul. And that one's deep into center field. Back it goes. Colombo at the wall. Leaps and robs the home run from O'Brien. Colombo, despite having not much to play for, still showing some good effort. And robbing a home run from O'Brien, which would have been his second of the day. Oh, Timber Woods with an error.
The designated hitter, number 77.
But Woods takes the liner nicely.
The third baseman, number 92.
Grounder, oh, under the glove of Yoshida, and that's going to be another base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 14.
It is Levi, her third hit of the day. 9 hits given up by Edwards. And, okay, County tagging the runner and throwing to second for the unconventional Dragon special to send us into the bottom of the 6th. Mythic still with the goose egg on the scoreboard. Aaron Von Crum with a diving stop, flips it to Witness in time.
The third baseman, number 29.
Jet County 0 for 3 in 10ths, and if you want a microcosm of the Cyclones as an organization, it is that man itself. He just doesn't hit to his stats.
The designated hitter, number 20. Now batting, the first baseman, number 14.
Doug Kelly with 1 on, 2 outs. This man doesn't help much either. Let's see if I can read off their stats before. Nope, I can't. 2 Rosas in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. Cyclones still getting out hit, but lead 9-0.
The second baseman, number 26.
Where it's 9 hits, 10 Ks. And make it 10 for 10 as that one is into the gap, rolling to the wall, and that's going to be a leadoff double for the Mythic. He thought about third, but thought better of it.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Julian with a double and a single so far today. And that will do it for Edwards. In comes Tough Beifong. So, Edwards' season comes to an end. As Beifong rings up the first batter she faces.
Number 18.
At 39 strikeouts. Just 4 behind Wanda Cosmo. Couldn't quite get the league lead, but a strong season nonetheless. Two-two to Biddles Rosas. Rosas up the middle, and that's going to be an RBI single for Biddles Rosas, and the Mythic are on the board.
The first baseman, number 89.
Not going to get shut out today. Not on the watch of Biddles Rosas. And that earned run will get charged to Edwards, excuse me. County to Kelly for round number 2.
The left fielder,
And here's a tense 0 for free, Lucian Miles. Swing and a miss. Beifong rings up a pair, sending us to the bottom of the 7th. And it's time to stretch. Thank you all for tuning in to another day of SSBL action, the penultimate week of the regular season. Be sure to join the Discord if you have not already to watch us punch the last few tickets of the postseason and watch us move on to the Season 8 Super Series as Witness strikes out a batter there.
number 7.
This one's up the middle for Timber Woods.
Now back, the catcher.
Here comes Bean Machine. And Bean Machine puts an exclamation point on the game with a 2-run shot into right center. 461 feet. And Machine makes me break out the double digits. Levi Tuvon Crum for round number 2. There's O'Brien, who had one robbed from him in center field by Celine Colombo. 3-0 the count. And that's going to be a walk.
Now back, the left fielder, number
Hugh George III. Nothing to speak for on his day so far. 0 for 3. Couple hard hit balls, but both foul down the third base line. Foul back. Swing and a miss. And that will do it. Bottom 7 to the top of the 8th we go. 11-1 the score. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Mythic.
number 45.
This one's into the gap. That's going to roll to the wall. Another extra base hit for the Mythic. They've hit the ball well today. They just can't get many people home. Out hitting the Cyclones 12-10.
77.
This one's a high fly ball. I don't believe that one has enough, as that one is, well, at the wall, and that one's gone! Domingo Ritchie makes me eat my words! A 2-run home run! The former retriever in his old stomping grounds.
Now batting the third baseman, number 92.
Both former retrievers at that, as Claudette Levi's having a 3-for-3 day. And she will be aboard with a walk. And here is a 10th Debbie Sawyer, who has no former affiliation with the stadium, why she is 0-for-3 in 10ths. Walks very much were the difference in this game, yes. What was it, 4 or 5 walks in that first inning given up by Stocks, and then that was pretty much it. That's up the middle. Sawyer does get a hit here to Award.
The second baseman, number 20.
And that does it for Beifong. In comes Helix Fernandez. And I'm not sure if Helix Fernandez could have been on a better franchise that reiterates his real-life counterpart, Felix Hernandez. This one into center field, but Jabron Lames tracking it down before it falls for out number 1. Bring us to Salim Colombo. Tense, but did make a very nice play in center field. Fouls that one off, makes it an 0-2 count. Dribbler to County, County to Yoshida. Yoshida can't turn the Dragons special. That puts runners at the corners for Biddles Rosas. 2 for 4 today with an RBI single. Two and one. Hard hit ball, but foul. Fouls off another one. Pokes this one over the glove of County. It's going to roll into the corner. Rosas has himself another RBI single. 2 RBIs and 3 base hits for the All-Star nominee. Makes it 11-4. And if Harry Von Crum could do something here, would make it a kind of interesting 9th inning if the Mythics defense could hold the Cyclones empty. That's up the middle. Timber Woods with the suck glove. The throw is, in time! Timber Woods still has an arm and guns down the runner and hands us to the bottom of the 8th inning.
The third baseman, number 29.
Oh, hard hit ball. Knocked down by Von Crum. Oh, dear. That was messy. Did that go down as a hit? World may never know. And that's going to Bomber special, and County will score from first, making it 12-4. And this got pulled. Then Angelo RBI. Single. It's gray weather. And that's a Dragon special.
The center fielder, number 19.
And to Julian in time for out number 3. And to the 9th we go. It doesn't look like that was. So 11 for the Cyclones. 1, 2. Lead off double again with the Cyclones, or the Mythic with extra bases. Leading innings off with good hits. Just the pitching wasn't in. Delaney Frisco up to the plate now. Lucian Miles with the double. Extra base hits for the Mythic. Miles with a double. Julian with a double. Richie with a double and a home run. And Frisco having a double today. Oh, Kelly with a nice snag there. Speaking of Richie, here he is. .30 to Richie, and that will be line to Kelly for round number 2. And here is Claudette Levi. Last chance for the Mythic here to put a silver lining on things, but that one is going to get tracked. No, it won't. O'Brien flubs it, and that makes it 12-5. Does that count as an RBI for Levi? That's definitely an error. And Debbie Sawyer strikes out swinging to end the game. The Cyclones prevail. 12-6, 12-5 is the final score. Mythic out-hit the Cyclones 16-11. And out-error the Mythic as well, 2-1. I have 16 hits. 1, 2, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. That's good to go. Let's see. 16 hits for the Mythic. 3 from Biddles Rosas. Airs from Von Crum, Frisco, Domingo Richie, who had the home run. A strikeout sombrero for Colombo, and a golden one for Lucian Miles. Only 5 strikeouts on the day for the Cyclones offensively. 3 hits from Bean Machine, the best game of his season. Well, his career, really. This is his rookie year, really. Well, no, that's not right. He played, well, semantics. 2 for 3, Yoshida. And that's really everything. Paprika Stock, 7 earned through 2 2/3. Edwards, 10 hits, 10 strikeouts, 6 innings. Then Beifeng and Hernandez combined for 3 innings, 3 earned, 3 strikeouts. And that's all, folks. As we go to game number 2, the Vikings with their playoff hopes hanging in the balance, and the Gauchos will be coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL on Twitch. game number 2, the Gauchos and the Vikings here in beautiful Motor Yard. In my opinions, the best stadium in the SMB franchise. Got Gardner Minshew on the mound versus Jake Carter. And that's a base hit through the left side of the infield. Vicky Marshall lead things off. GCH. Vikings. Runner going, swing and a miss. The throw from Steele is in time. Steele with an early throw out on the base paths. One away now for Judd French, who singles through almost the exact same spot. The 5-6 hole, I believe is what that is called. Joes and Vikings. Popped up right field. Colin is there, and he will make the snag for out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 21.
1 on, 2 out now for Amir Williams. The win gives the Gauchos the division and clinches the postseason for the Dragons and the Retrievers, which would only leave one spot remaining to battle out between the Vikings, the wrong fielders, and the Knights. And Amir Williams doesn't help out things as he strikes out looking to send us to the bottom of the first. Let's see what these teams look like from a holistic standpoint. Gauchos, the 7th best offense batting average-wise, 304 on the season. 9th in home runs hit with 19, and are 3rd best in the league in strikeout rate, 20.77%. Only behind the Overdrafts and the Bombers. But Biscuit grounds out 2 short stacks. Short stacks returning from injury. Round number 1, Gardner Minshew on the mound. Let's see what kind of a year he's had. Minshew, 7 earned runs through 18 2/3, as that's another grounder to first. 7 earned runs, 18 2/3, a 3.37 ERA, maybe a bit higher than what we've seen in the past for Minshew. A whip of 1.125, 27 strikeouts to those 6 walks, 3 home runs surrendered on the season. Oh, but that might be number 4, as that one's a deep shot to straightaway center field, and the Gauchos on the board, and it's none other than Jay Watt hitting the first home run of the his first home run of the season. Two players today hitting their first home run of season 8, Bean Machine and Jay Watt. Getting one on the board, but Brutus Banger pops that one up for out number 3, and we go to the top of the second. 1-0 here early. Gage Deputy up to the plate. As she gets rung up there, Carter with another strikeout. Bringing up Spencer Reed, who I believe has the most strikeouts recorded offensively in the SSBL. He has struck out 22 times and make it 23. The only thing funnier that would be 24. No. Is it 25? I forget the SpongeBob reference. I'm getting old. Short stacks puts one into right field for a base hit. 2 outs with Jocinda Smith coming to the plate. But Jocinda Smith right back to the mound. Doesn't haul in at first, but stays with it and gets the 3rd out for sending us to the bottom of the 2nd. Here comes Athena Hex. Hex having a fantastic season, hitting .377, 20 for 53, 5 home runs, 19 RBIs, a 1-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio of 6-6, but lined out to Williams there. Dyer Cullen up to the plate, fouling that one off, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Minshew gets his first K of the game. And that will bring up Ernie Steele. Steele not having a fantastic rookie campaign. Hitting .191 this season, 9 for 47. Pair of home runs. Has drawn 9 walks, struck out 11 times, but puts this one into the gap. That should be extra bases for the rookie. He's digging for second. The man doesn't have a ton of speed, but gets there. A 2-out double for the catcher, which brings up Sophia Billups. Fouls that one back, 1-2 the count. She fouls off another and another. And another. And strike 3. Another strikeout for Minshew, and the side is retired. We head to the top of the 3rd. Still a 1-0 ball game here. 9-1-2 for the Vikings. Vikings are a very different team compared to the Gauchos offensively. Vikings kind of middle of the road. A .252 batting average, 14th in the league. As well in the home run race, hitting only 15 on the season. But the strikeout percentage is a little bit better, 26%. That is 10th in the league. Or no, that's bad. That's 10th highest in the league. Back to the top of the order, Vicky Marshall, already been aboard once today. And will make it twice as she draws a 1-out walk. First walk issued today by Carter. They have a couple because I know they have one of the Webbers on the pitching staff. Along with Ernie Steele. And then we've got Jocinda Smith at shortstop for the Vikings. Angela DeVecchio, I don't know if we see her tonight, but she's on the Stingers. Pete Wheeler has long been retired. Pablo Sanchez is retired as well. And that's back-to-back walks issued by Jake Carter. The Vikings with a little bit of a chance here with Liam Freishek to the plate. 2 on, only 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. High fly ball deep into center field. Should be caught by Dion, who is back from injury. Makes the catch round number 2. Runners headed for 3rd. The throw is in time! Don't run on Neon Dion! Vicky Marshall finds that out the hard way. She's been caught stolen and caught trying to advance on a sacrifice fly. So the opportunity squandered by the Vikings offensively, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd. But that's going to be a strikeout. Welcome back, Dion, and sit right back down. And back to the top of the order goes the Gauchos. As that one's a dribbler, but foul. That That one's going to stay in front of the plate, though. Miyuki throws it down in time for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 26. Ball inside.
Which will bring up Samir Tailwind.
Strike.
Swing and miss there. 2-2 the count. Fouled back. Swing and a miss. The 4th K for Minju sends us to the top of the 4th. Still in a 1-run ball game. 4-5-6 do it for the Vikings.
The left fielder, number 21.
Let's see how these two teams compare pitching-wise. Gauchos, pretty much the best in the league. Second in team ERA with a 2.54 ERA and a sub-1 whip at .891. That's good for second and first, respectively, and number 1 in strikeouts per 9 at 11.03. That's going to be another walk issued by Jake Carter. A bit surprising here from Carter, who's normally very reliable on the mound. And these are the first 3 walks he's given up all season. He had 25 strikeouts to no walks. And the Vikings, of all teams, are the one who drawn the first ones of his Season 8 season. 2-2 the count to Gage Deputy. Swing and a miss. Carter bounces back with a K. Both starters now at 4. Vikings, on the other hand, pitching-wise, 10th best in ERA with a 3.81, 9th best in WHIP at 1.236, and 13th in strikeouts per 9 at 9.18. 2-2 the count to Spencer Reed. And make it another strikeout for Carter, his 5th of the day, and the 2nd for Reed. And here's Evangeline Shortstacks. And that's up the middle for Shortstacks, her 2nd base hit of the game. Another opportunity for the Gauchos, 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the 4th for Jocinda Smith. Jocinda Smith, 186 on the season, 8 for 43. Only has 1 RBI to her name, and that was off a solo home run she hit. Would be a clutch time for her 2nd RBI of the season. But that's not going to come to pass. That's grounded to Billups. Billups to Banger in time for out number 3, and the Vikings leave another pair stranded. Bottom of the 4th we go. It's 1-0 still. Vikings out hitting the Gauchos at this point, 4-2. Just 2 hits from the Gauchos. And make it 3 now, as that's going to be a leadoff single. And that's by Jay Watt, the home run hitter. And the other, the double by Ernie Steele.
That's inside.
2-2 the count to Brutus Banger. And Banger looks at that one. 5 strikeouts tonight for Minshew now. Athena Hicks to the plate. He falls behind 0-2. That's a grounder to Smith. Smith to Reed. Reed can't turn the Dragon special. Athena Hex is too fast.
Ball inside.
1-1 the count to Colin now. Foul back. Grounded to Freishak. Freishak the throw in time for round number 3. And we go to the top of the 5th inning, still 1-0. 9-1-2 do it for the Vikings here. As the Vikings their thin hope for the playoffs hang in the balance. They're on the outside looking in. A game behind the wrong fielders for the final wild card spot. As that's going to be a pop-up behind home plate for round number 1. Brings us back to the top of the order. 2-0 to Vicky Marshall. 3-0 now. Finds his own 3-1. Grounded to Billups. Billups in time for round number 2. Which brings up Judd French. Starts him off with a strike on the curveball. Second curveball misses. As does the fastball. 3-1 now the count. Oh, that one finds his own. The count is full. And French fouls it off. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout as Carter goes through the order 1, 2, 3, and we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-9 do it for the Gauchos. Ernie Steele locked in. Has himself an extra base hit. And a double on the day. Not too shabby of a day. Gauchos defense in large part keeping this one with a 0 on the board for the Vikings. Ernie Steele with the early caught stealing in the 1st inning. And then Neon Dion gunning the runner. Trying to advance on a pop fly to center field. Minshew ringing up them there. 6 Ks for both starting pitchers. As we had mentioned earlier, our win today officially gives the division to the Gauchos. That's out number 2. And would also clinch playoff berths for the Dragons and the Retrievers. And then if the Overdrafts win today in game number 4, they would also clinch the postseason. And that's a swing and a miss from Neon Dion. Maybe back defensively, but at the plate he's lagging a bit behind. 1-0 still as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Carter locked in. 4 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts through 5 innings. Freishak into left. Easy play here for Biscuit. Jay Watt hit the mashed tater. Jay Watt. His first home run of the season into dead center field. 442 feet.
That's down.
3-1 to Amir Williams. And Williams will draw a walk. And that will do it for Jake Carter. Early hook for him. Walks a bit of an issue, and in comes Poodle Starfire. Haven't seen too much of her this season. Only 2 2/3. But no earned, 3 runs given up, 5 strikeouts in those 2 2/3. And make it another one, 3 strikeouts, or 3 innings pitched now and 6 strikeouts to her name. Here in season 8. Big second strikeout, and here is, speaking of strikeout, well, he doesn't strike out, but he's going to ground that one out to Jay Watt for round number 3. And we head to the bottom of the 6th, still 1-0, top of the order, do it for the Gauchos. Gardner Minshew locked in, and that's going to be a leadoff single from Biscuit in the 5-6 hole. And here's the DH, Samir Tailwind. Samir Tailwind, 291 on the season, but that might have a Dragon special. Nope. Tailwind too fast. Bit of a slow roller up the middle as well. Lead runner retired, and here is pretty much your MVP of the game, Jay Watt, the offense for the Gauchos here in this one. Heading to count 2-0. He's locked in. No, he's not locked in somehow. 3-0. Minshew doesn't want to pinch to him. And will walk him on 4 pitches. And that will bring up Brutus Banger. 0 for 2 today so far. 333 bat this year. 18 for 54. 1 home run. 9 RBIs. Slider to Reed. And then Jay Watt gets doubled off. Took too much of a lead off first. And that's going to be a Dragon special to send us to the top of the 7th. Leading things off for the Vikings is their MVP offensively. Short stacks with 2 of their 4 hits. She gets led off with a strike and another strike. 0-2. This one, a tough dive. He's up with it. The throw is in time. Short stack's not fast enough to beat him out there. 1 away. And that one's right to Jay Watt. Easy second out. Fouled back, 2-1 the count to Kazuo Miyuki. And Miyuki to Billups, and Billups to Banger for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning, and it's time to stretch. Already here in the middle 7th. Here in game number 2 of day number 1 of week number 12. The penultimate week of the regular season. As we finally get to punch some more tickets to the postseason. And Gardner Minshew starts off the 8 with a walk to Athena Hex. 87 pitches so far for Minshew. 2 walks, 4 hits, unearned run through 6 innings, and he's got 7 strikeouts by my count. Fouled back, 1-2 to Colin. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. Make it 8. Ernie Steele looking for his second base hit of the game. With a runner aboard, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Gauchos nursing just a 1-run lead here. 1-2 the count. Doesn't chase well over his head. 2-2. Fouled back. Up the middle, and can't handle it. Minshew, and Steele does find himself a base hit. 2 for 2. That's his second of the day. I believe that makes him 2 for 3. And that brings up Sophia Billups. Minshew staying in the game. Close to 100 pitches. Very concerned about Athena Hex. She's got a lot of speed there on second. Sophia Billups, 15 RBIs this season, hitting .354, a fantastic season for her. 2-2 the count. This one, 2 short stacks. She makes the catch round number 2, can't double anyone up like last inning. And the bat will come to Neon Dion now. He's been a strikeout victim both times he's come to the plate. How's that back? 1-2. Minshew. Oh, he rings him up there. 9 strikeouts for Minshew. That one keeping it 1-0 going into the top of the 8th. Top of the order due up for the Vikings. Can they manufacture any kind of offense? Facing off here against Poodle Starfire. 1 2/3 innings pitched in relief. A strikeout, she's locked in. But a 3-0 count to Vicky Marshall. And Marshall will draw a leadoff walk. So tying run aboard here is Judd French. with the pressure mounting. That's back to the mound. Oh, but Starfire can't handle it. It gets away from her, and everybody is safe.
The third baseman, number 16.
So 2 aboard now for the Vikings, and here is Liam Freishek. He's been a hero for the Vikings already once this season. Can he come through again? Ahead in the count, 2-0. Starfire no longer locked in. 3-0 the count. And the bases are loaded. And Amir Williams comes to the plate. In the dirt, 1-0. That one swung on over the head of Jay Watt into right field. 1 run's gonna score. Another one coming home, and it's safe. The Vikings take a 2-1 lead. Amir Williams with a 2-run RBI single and advances to second on the throw. And Starfire is done. In comes Lily Pad. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th. 2 runners in scoring position. It's a full count to Gage Deputy. Oh, ball 4, and the bases are loaded again. And it's Spencer, Mr. Strikeout Reed. And he falls behind 0-2. A grounder to Hex. Hex goes to second for 1. Oh, they turn the Dragon special! But another run does score. Freishek doesn't get credit for it because it is 2 outs, but it makes it a 3-1 Vikings lead.
Nope, high. That's up. Ball high.
And a 3-1 count now to Evangeline Short Stacks. Finds his own there. The count is full. Swing and a miss. Lily Pad gets out of the inning, but 3 runs for the Vikings as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Top of the order to it for the Gauchos, and Gardner Minshew's day is done. In comes Tammy John. And the first pitch grounded to Smith, who has to dive for it. The throw is in time for out number 1. The stats look good on Tammy John, but if you remember the last time she came into the game, she gave up 4 home runs to the Liberty. 0-2 count to Samir Tailwind. Oh, and he gets caught looking. And here's a locked-in Jay Watt, who's been the offense today for the Gauchos. High fly ball. This one is not going to reach the track as Judd French is there and makes the catch for round number 3. And we go to the top of the 9th, 3-1 in favor of the Vikings.
The shortstop, number 2. Strike. That's inside. You're out.
And that's going to be lead things off a strikeout for Lily Pad, her second K, to start off the top of the 9th.
Nope, high. Nope. Ball inside. Take your base.
And Kaizua Miyuki will draw a walk to turn the lineup over here. Back to Vicky Marshall, 1 for 2 on the day, 2 walks drawn. And once again, the walks coming back to matter as much as they did in the first game. The Vikings drawing a lot of free passes. And is what withdrew Jake Carter from this game early. He gave up 4 walks in that one. His first 4 walks of the season, no less. Which had Poodle Starfire come in and she couldn't hold the lead. Which gets us into this 3-1 game now. A 1-2 count to Vicky Marshall. She's fouled off a few. Oh my word, what was that pitch? Vicky Marshall Battling out here against Lily Pad. Grounder to Billups. Billups to Watt. Watt to Banger for a Dragon special, and the Gauchos will pick up the bats. 2 to tie, 3 to win. The heart of the order do it for the Gauchos here. All against Tammy John. Brutus Banger, 0 for 3 intense today, not having a stellar day at the plate. Draws a 1-1 count here early. Fouls this one off into the stands, 1-2. Grounded to short, Jocinda Smith, the throw in time for round number 1. Athena Hicks to the plate. Takes a strike at the bottom of the zone on the slider. Back to Tammy John, the throw in time for round number 2. And the hopes of the Gauchos here lay in the bat of Dalinar Colon, 0 for 3 intense. Can he extend the game here against Tammy John? 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss! Tammy John strikes him out, and the Vikings steal one from the Gauchos, 3-1. And tickets will have to be waited to punch for another day. The Vikings say not so fast. Wow. Just 11 hits in this one. 2 by short stacks, 2 by French. And Amir Williams with a 2 RBI hit. And then, of course, Spencer Reed bringing home another run on the double play. And then the Gauchos, the only offense came on the solo shot from Jay Watt. 2 hits. 2 hits for Ernie Steele, and then Biscuit getting aboard. 11 strikeouts from the Gauchos today. 3 by Dion and 3 by Colon. 9 strikeouts, and Gage Deputy with the sombrero of all people, not Spencer Reed. A lot of good pitching. Gardner Minshew, 1 earned through 7. 9 strikeouts to 5 hits, 1 earned run, or 1 home run. Tammy John, 6-out save with 2 strikeouts. And then Jake Carter, no earned, 5 1/3, but 4 walks, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. Loss goes to Lily Pad, 3 earned through 1 2/3. And then, Poodle Starfire, Lily Pad doing excellent in relief. 2 innings, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. MVPs, Gardner Minshew, Jay Watt, and Amir Williams. Well, that wasn't even the game of the night. The game of the night's coming up here. Ball players and the Stingers. This one, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is for the division title in the Novas division and for the number 1 overall seed in the Epic. So you're not going to want to miss this one. SSBL Game of the Night brought to you by Turtle Beach, coming up right after this. You're watching the SSBL on Twitch.
Yeah, they just wanna see me in the grave. Come out in the law in the rave. Oh no, I can't wait. To the play. Gotta go for his, cause you know I can't play. We gon' win it no matter what the shirt. Got the stick, we gon' bring it out the shirt. I was down below the commas. I put dollars on my head like I don't wanna. Yeah, I'm proud of what I did. I'm on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Practicing. I'm shooting a commercial for Turtle Beach.
Yeah, but we're gonna hop on right now.
I bet.
Got the stick, we gon' bring it out the shirt.
Chase the wind and touch the sky. A star's light shines on long after it dies. Oh, in the night, live every day as if it's your last. Our memories been bright like beacons of the past. Oh, in the night, now we race against the sun. Now we race against the Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Ooh.
SSBL game of the night. You couldn't possibly have much more on the line here. A division championship, the #1 seed, a first round bye, everything to play for, and it's Robin Ryan versus Leonard Northwest, and we're underway here in Red Rock. A new look lineup for the ball players. Matthias Black starting shortstop. Billy O'Connell at second. Stick Potts at first and third, respectively. Then Papa Dog DHing Tucker in right, with Barker in left, Hands hitting eighth at catcher, and Armstrong ninth in center field. And as you see in the chat, put here in all caps, be entered into a drawing to win an official Turtle Beach headset. I believe the winner of last week was Elder, if I remember correctly. Those are announced on our YouTube channel on Jacked at the conclusion every week. 2 quick outs here for Ryan. Swing and a miss there. 1-2 the count. That's foul. Let me switch over to the Statolas. See what these teams are all about. 2-2 to Rick of the Stick. Third base side, Sarby in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Robin Ryan, and we go to the home half of the first. Ace DeSalsa, Monica Elmenreich, and Matthew Kennedy due up. It was a close game between these two last time. I believe it was a 2-0 Stingers win, and I believe all the offense came off a 2-run home run from Dank Highgrass. Interesting what Toby Barker does in left field. Scandal broke earlier this morning about him drinking before the game, and she gets rung up there. The first strikeout of the game goes to Leonard Northwest. And that's going to be another strikeout, and we go to the top of the second. Nothing but zeros on the board.
The third baseman, number 38.
Oh yeah, stats. Watching the games. RB grounder flips it to first. High grass in time for out number 1. Team-wise, let's see. Offensively, Stingers 8th in team batting. A 297. Oh, nice jump by Zarbi. Knocks it down, but the throw not in time. But that does prevent extra bases, so a decent attempt there by Zarbi anyway. Preventing that one from getting into the corner. But Papa Dog is aboard with a base hit. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Nathan Tucker. And the ball players have 2 aboard now. And here is Toby Barker. Ball players 9th in average, hitting 294. 6th in home runs, hitting 23 on the season. And towards the middle pack, but it's double steal. Oh, Zarbi doesn't look into his glove, and everyone's safe. Both runners now in scoring position. Oh, and this one's deep into left. Toby Barker with a 3-run shot puts the ball players up early. A 3-run home run, 403 feet into left field.
The catcher, number 4.
I never said it actually with my words, but I was thinking it during the first game that we could very well see a home sweep today. But so far, I am showing to be very wrong. Oh, Zarbi battles or doubles back there and snags that one at the hot corner for out number 2. I'm not sure if the right message is being sponsored by the game here, promoting day drinking, but here we are. 3-1 the count to Juice Armstrong. That's up the middle to DeSalsa. The throw is in time for out number 3. But Toby Barker gets the ball players on the board 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Here is Dank Highgrass to lead things off. Leonard Northwest on the season, 7 earned runs through 15 and a third innings pitched, a 4.11 ERA, a bit high. A full count now to Dank Highgrass. He fouls that one back. 15 hits surrendered, 6 walks, a 1.37 whip, 18 strikeouts, and 3 home runs surrendered, and a nice battle there by Highgrass, and he draws a leadoff walk to bring up Penelope Garcia. Garcia just fouled down the first base line, 1-1 the count. Runner is going hit and run, but fouled back by Garcia, 2-2 in the count now. Swing and a miss! The third strikeout by Northwest, and that'll bring up Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas, 321 on the season, 18 for 56. 1 home run, 10 RBIs, grounded to short. Matthias Black, the throw to O'Connell. O'Connell can't complete the Dragons special. And that will allow RB to come up. 315 for him on the year. 17 for 54, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. 9 strikeouts to 3 walks drawn. 10 runs scored. Lots of runners going. The throw is not in time. So runner in scoring position now for Zarbi. Swing and a miss there, 1-2 the count. That one's fouled back. 2-2. Swing and a miss! Zarbi goes down, and we go to the top of the third. Ball players leading 3-0.
The shortstop, number 27.
Matthias Black to lead things off here, 0 for 1 thus far. Coming into this game, only 2 plate appearances, or make that 3. He has drawn a walk, but 0 for 2. And connects with that one through the left side of the infield, and Matthias Black is aboard with leadoff single.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 10.
Robin Ryan this year, 6 earned runs through 17 innings pitched, a 3.18 ERA. To go with a 1.295 whip, as that one is in foul territories. RB under it to make the catch round number 1. 17 strikeouts to 4 walks, and 3, now 4 home runs surrendered. Two and 1 the count to Rick Dillastick. Inside 3-1. Fouled back, the count is full. Swing and a miss! Ryan gets his first strikeout, 1 away, or 2 away now.
Number 38.
For Patty Potts. Potts, I believe, is a rookie, hitting .250 on the season, 13 for 52. 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, 7 walks, 9 strikeouts. And these stats are up to date, complete through week 11. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss! Ryan battles back for a pretty clean top of the 3rd. Keeps it a 3-0 ball game going to the home half. 8-9-1 for the Stingers. Yomeko Pendragon, 157 on the season. Has not had the best of bats this year. 8 for 51, 2 home runs. 18 strikeouts to her name this year. Not fantastic. But she puts this one by the glove of Potts down the 3rd base line, and she'll be aboard with a leadoff single.
Now batting, the center fielder, number
Squash Pixel, 309 on the season, 17 for 55. One's fouled back, 0-2 the count. That was the first hit of the night for the Stingers. Ooh, that one almost hits him. 2-2. This one up the middle, a diving stop off the glove of Matthias Black, and everyone will be safe.
now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
So 2 aboard, nobody out to the top. He order Ace to Salsa with an opportunity, 1 swing of the bat. We got ourselves a tie game. But he falls behind 0-2. Lays off the outside pitch. And the changeup, I believe, 2-2. Ooh, dangerous take there inside. The count runs full. Swing and a miss! Northwest, 5th strikeout, puts 1 away here. And here's the midseason acquisition, Monica Elmenreich. Since being in a Stingers uniform, 12 for 41, a .293 average, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, grounded to the stick. Stick goes to second for 1, back to first. Can't turn 2, so that puts runners at the corners here for Matthew Kennedy. Kennedy having himself a heck of a season, hitting .404, 21 for 52, 5 home runs, 16 RBIs, 12 walks, 14 strikeouts. His team needs him desperately here. Well, I won't say desperately, but he could come up big here, getting the Stingers on the board. Swinging and a miss there, 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss! Northwest rings him up, and we go to the top of the 4th, still 3-0. A huge strikeout there by Northwest. The Stingers get 2 aboard with nobody out and can't bring anyone across. Ryan already at 60 pitches here in the top of the 4th, so this could be quickly come a bullpen game for the Stingers, but that's his 3rd K. As Papa Dog goes down looking. which brings up Nathan Tucker. Walk and scored, but grounds this one to Ryan for out number 2. This could be what the doctor ordered, a quick inning, but here is the difference maker in the game, Toby Barker. A 3-run shot into left field, 403 feet, is why we're at a 3-0 game. He falls behind 0-2, though. This one, a floater off the one-hop Zarbi, the throw to first in time. It is a 1-2-3 inning for Robin Ryan to send us to the bottom of the 4th. 4, 5, 6 due up for them here.
The first baseman, number 19.
Dank Highgrass leading things off here, falls behind 0-2. Northwest getting ahead on the count against most of the batters here so far tonight. But then falls behind a full count. This one flipped into right field, but this one will be foul. Dank Highgrass will do it again. 60 pitches also on Northwest. And that will be low for ball 4, so Highgrass battling back to draw a walk to lead things off here. So this could become a bullpen game quickly for both sides. And you might have to give the advantage to the ball players as they have Adrian Walker, who has yet to give up an earned run this season. Thrown around 19 innings, I believe, and that's going to be a strikeout. Northwest ringing up his 7th. Bringing up Dallas, Texas now. But Northwest is locked in here. So that could be a major player going forward if the Stingers can't mount any offense. Could prolong his start. 2-1 to Texas, fouled back. 2-2. Dribbler in front of the plate, hands, throws down to first in time for out number 2. Runner advances 90 feet. Into scoring position now for Zarbi. That one's fouled off. Swinging this there, 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Northwest rings him up there, and we go to the top of the 5th inning. Ball players still up 3-0 here. 8-9-1 to up. Iron Hands fouls that one back. 0-2 to the count, and that one is foul. And Hands is going to put this one into right field, a leadoff single. The 4th hit of the night for the ball players, which brings up Juice Armstrong. Not a fantastic season for the center fielder. 7 for 44, 159 average. He's hit 2 home runs, though, 3 RBIs. Only drawn 1 walk to striking out 16 times, but puts one up the middle, outside of the reach of Dallas, Texas, and the ball players with 2 aboard. And that brings us back to the top of the order. Here is Matthias Black, inserted into the lineup here for the first time this game. Into the starting lineup for this game. First time he's starting this season. Better way to phrase that sentence, but he pops this one up into shallow left. Salsa making the catch for one away. And brings up Billy O'Connell. And Robin Ryan gets pulled in favor of Danny California. Let's see, Danny California. 10 earned runs, 18 innings pitched, a 5 flat ERA. And a 1.66 whip to go with it. 4 home runs surrendered. An 11-17 walk to strikeout ratio. Oh my goodness, Billy O'Connell smashed that one, but foul. Popped up. This one's foul too. It looks like it's going to be a few rows deep. He stays alive. This one, though, behind home plate. Doesn't look like it's going to get out of play, and Garcia makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2. A huge second out, which brings up Rick Dillasick. Can California get out of the inherited jam? Man, they're making some hard contact off her. They just can't time it up. Hard hit balls, but all of them foul. 2-1 the count to deal a stick. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Foul back. Swing and a miss, and a ball over his head, and the ball players strand a pair. Bottom fifth we go, still 3-0.
The left fielder, number 12.
Here we are, bottom of the fifth, into the midway point of this game. Stingers need to find some offense. And Dragon, one of the 2 hits Northwest has given up so far in this one. But this one's grounded to Black, and that will be for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 9.
1-1 the count to Squash Pixel. Inside, 2-1. This one to Potts, who scoops it. The throw is in time for out number 2. Brings us back to the top of the order. Ace to Salsa. And that's up the middle. To Salsa continues the bottom of the fifth with a base hit up the middle. Passing the bat over to Monica Elmenreich. 0 for 2, but has been a humongous acquisition for the organization. She has been great. Inside, 2-1. Northwest approaching 90 pitches, a good hit, but right to De La Stick for out number 3, and the side is retired. We go top of the 6th now. Potts, Dog, and Tucker do it for the ball players. Second inning of work here now for Danny California coming in for Robin Ryan. Swinging this 1-2 the count. 3-2 now. And that's going to be a leadoff walk. Here is Papa Dog. Let's see what we've got on him this season. He's only been on the lineup for a couple of weeks, but he's made an impact as he draws a 2-1 count. 4 for 13, a 3.08 average, has a home run, 2 RBIs, a walk, and no strikeouts. Off the glove of Danny California, and everyone is safe. The second hit of the day by Dog, and the ball players once again have 2 on and nobody out. California's command is struggling here. That one's fouled back by Tucker. 1-2 the count. Once again, the ramifications of this game are huge. The division on the line for the Stingers if they can win, as well as the number 1 seed. But the ball players win. It keeps them alive in the division race, but a huge strikeout there by California for out number 1. And then it gives the Unicorns an outside shot of grabbing the number 1 seed as well, back from this division. 2-0 the count to Toby Barker. That one's in there for a strike, 2-1. He's off that pitch, 3-1. And that's ball 4. The bases are loaded for the ball players. And up comes Iron Hands. California staying in the game. And Iron Hands into center field. Back it goes. And it's a grand slam for Iron Hands. To center field, 433 feet. And it's now 7-0. And California's day is done. 1 batter too many, and in comes Princess Leia. And that one's hit pretty decently into right field. Back it goes. That's going to hop off the base of the wall. And that's going to be a 2-out double.
Now batting, the second baseman.
For Matthias Black, which brings up Billy O'Connell. And Billy O'Connell puts this one in the short porch, and the ball players are rolling. 421 feet into right field, and it's 9-0.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So much for the evens on the line. Stick strikes out looking to end the inning, but a 6 spot in the top of the 6 makes it 9-0 for the ball players.
Right fielder. Now pitching.
And out goes Leonard Northwest, and they bring in Walker to protect a 9-0 lead. And Walker, as I mentioned earlier, has not surrendered an earned run this season. 19 1/3 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, and a .776 whip. 30 strikeouts to 1 walk. Grounded to Potts. In time, one away. Stingers with just 3 hits tonight to Salsa, Pendragon, and Pixel. And a day where a lot of things felt like they could fall into place. We're left with a lot of question marks still on the board. A lot of people could have clinched in the heroic, and the Vikings said not so fast. And the Stingers wanting to lock up the #1 seed. The ball players said no, no, no. As the Stingers go down 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 6. Top 7 we go. Part of the order, do it for the ball players. Ball players just need a solo home run to complete the team home run cycle. As Potts with the base hit to lead things off. Hands with the grand slam. Barker with the 3-run shot. And Billy O'Connell with the 2-run shot. Papa Dog, 1 and 2 the count. Grounded to first, High Grass to DeSalsa, back to High Grass for a Dragons special. It was a bit of a controversial decision for the ball players manage it to put Papa Dog in the lineup over Terry Thunder, but it has paid off with a 2-hit night for Dog tonight. Hitting .308 so far since being put into the lineup, as Terry Thunder hit only .231 on the season. So looks like that decision has been a bonus for the ball players offensively. Stretch. Oh, and 2 to Dallas, Texas. Grounder to second. O'Connell in time, 1 away. To first, Stick takes him himself for round #2. Came in activated for Adrian Walker. Two the count to Yumeko Pendragon, and she gets this one up the middle, but O'Connell range is over and tosses in time to Adila Stick, and we go to the top of the 8th.
The left fielder, number 6.
All players just putting on a clinic in this one. And all started thanks to Toby Barker. Started off the scoring with a 3-run home run into left field. That set the tone in this one.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4.
Two and two the count. Inside, full count. And strike 3 called. Hands gets caught looking.
The center fielder, number 11.
Brings up Juice Armstrong now. Grounded to third. Bizarre B throws in time for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Stingers looking for anything to hang their hat on tonight. 9-1-2 up in the order.
The center fielder, number 9.
Pixel, a decent hit there, but foul. Is Walker K-Man once again. But it's fouled off. Back to Walker in time for out number 1. Mojo up for Walker. She'll be locked in. 2 1/3 innings pitched in relief, and has been perfect thus far. And we'll continue as this also grounds out to Dila Stick.
Designated hitter, number 42.
But that one is put into center field by Elmenreich, which will extend the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the right fielder, number
All players with a very confusing streak, beating the Unicorns 8-6, but then just basically not showing up against the Wildcats, losing that game I think like 5 or 6-1, and then just curb stomping the Stingers here 9-0. So just a very up and down performance from the ball players in over the span of the last couple of weeks.
the shortstop, number 27.
2-2 to Matthias Black. He's had a good day in his first start, 2 for 4, and put a walk on top of that.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Billy O'Connell to the plate.
pitching,
Out goes Leah. In comes Dixie Norms. The long ball happened. Isaac Toby Barker, 3-run shot. Then Iron Hands hit a grand slam, which was the first home run of the 6th inning. Then Billy O'Connell followed things up with a 2-run shot. And that's pretty much all she wrote. Swing and a miss. Dixie Norms rings him up there.
the first baseman, number 23.
I think it's not so much the lineup switch as just Danny California just kind of pooped the bed. To be completely honest. Like, in my opinion, and I think the stats back me up a bit here, Danny California cannot be a relief pitcher. Not with that little accuracy. The only way Danny California is a viable pitcher if she's a starting pitcher. If she gets behind early or if she struggles early, she gets pulled for a reliever. But when she comes in as reliever and then does that, that's where your problem is. And I feel like that's where you've seen her problems this season. I mean, with a 10 ERA or something, it's not been good. But I believe her strength is a starting pitcher. I think she had a much better season last year as a starter. I mean, granted, it's hard to compare that fairly since, you know, you only face, and especially last year, only like 3, maybe 4 teams, whereas as a reliever you face off against several, as that will end the top of the 9th. Bottom 9th we go, and yeah. Let's see if I can pull that up real fast. What did I just close so well? Maximus Min comes in defensively. Recent S7 stat tracking. Pitching pivot. Here. Yes, the ball player starting shortstop has 30 fielding to begin with, and he's at his secondary position, which would make it like 10. Walker doesn't go the distance. Hai Chu will get the last couple outs here. Let's see, California last season as a starting pitcher. Well, I may be putting my foot in my mouth. A 7.5 ERA, 12 earned runs, and 14 1/3 innings pitched. So, not that much of a difference there, actually. So, actually, she's been better off as a relief pitcher, a 5 ERA compared to a 17. So, I mean, but granted, that's going to pop up tonight, so take it for what you will. Tough dive by O'Connell, and those Stingers will actually play to run. Won't get shut out here. 8. And Dragon with her second base hit and an RBI. This does make things interesting. So now if there is a playoff game needed to decide the division, the ball players will now have home field advantage thanks to the run differential. A 2-0 win for the Stingers versus a 9-1 now current holding for the ball players. Swing and a miss. The game is over, and the epic gets all the more complicated. 9-1 for the ball players. 10 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 6 for the Stingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huzzah. Let's see. 2 for 4, Matthias Black. A home run for O'Connell. A home run for Barker. And the home run for Iron Hands. Rick De La Stick did strike out 3 times. 10 strikeouts for the Stingers, only 6 hits. 2 of them from Pendragon, and everyone else, all the others just kind of splattered around. Northwest goes 5 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 hits, no earned. Walker goes 3 1/3, only 1 hit. And then Hai Chu gets the final 2 outs, does surrender a run. Loss goes to Ryan, 3-run home run given up. California 4 earned through an inning. Princess Leia 2 earned through 2 2/3, and Dixie Norms with a clean inning. No, it was a walk, but whatever. MVP Iron Hands, followed by Toby Barker and Leonard Northwest. Well, that's going to do it for game number 3. Stay tuned to see if the overdrafts can prevent getting upset by the Bibberty in the Lopside Industries game of the night. Coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL on Twitch. Final game of the evening, Liberty and the Overdrafts. Here from El Viejo.
Number 55.
It's for the Overdrafts to take the lead, I believe, in the conference, or take a full game lead maybe, but, and that's a strikeout to start things off from Trailer Crane, or I can even pull up the stat sheet. Liberty and Overdrafts. And that's caught behind home plate. A quick couple outs now. Maniac, thanks for the subscription. Liberty, of course, coming off the shocking upset of the Retrievers. 6-5 last week after getting struck out 15 times in that game. But Griffin will find himself a base hit here. Also a thing to keep out an eye on is Brotani, Shiro Amiya, as he is in danger of losing his triple crown here. Only leads in batting average by two thousandths of a point, as that is going to be good for the third out there. Good play by Brotani down the third base line. Round number 3 into the bottom of the first we go. And also there's a major logjam at the top of the SSBL, 4 home runs. And there's a couple on this team that are, or Shiramiya tied at 8 with 3 other players, but Carlos Ramos one behind at 7. So something to keep your eye out on here, and here is the man. Not a home run, but that will be good for a single up the middle. Ramos aboard. So, Fizek, if you're here, what did that ball player's win do for the Epic? Like, what madness? Oh, hit by pitch for Mookie Astaire. And does an Overdraft's, sore hit for Astaire. Let's see if that's something to take note of. Rounder back today. Dacos second for 1. Pac to first. Dragon special, and the Liberty get out of the inning. 1 hit for both teams in the first, but no runs scored. We go to the top of the second. Injuries. Sore hip is a tier 0, so that's fine. Nothing there. One away, Smart Pac. Scott Smart Pac. You know, that big poppy. And that's going to be a strikeout for Bonatello, the first of the game. Dribbler to Ramos. Oh, he throws it to Bonatello, but Bonatello muffs it. And the inning continues now for Relay Lucas. Error for Bonatello. So nothing really can happen. I mean, the Overdrafts can knock their magic number down to 1 with a win here. But nothing else really can happen here. As that one's down the right field line, that's going to roll into the corner. Astaire up with it. The runner is going to stay put at third, though. He's got a strong arm. So runner not trying to test it. But 2 on now, both in scoring position. And a chance now with Stephanie Morgan at the plate for the Liberty to take an early lead. And she connects with that one up the middle, and that will plate 1. Runner coming home, and that will plate 2. Stephanie Morgan with a 2-run RBI single. And the Liberty with an early lead. Trailer Crane back to the plate. Up the middle, but Ducateau ranges her way over and throws it in time for out number 3, but not before the Liberty score 2 and take advantage of the error by Bonatello. Those runs only scored because of the muff by Bonatello. So remember that one, we must. And here's Amia. Doesn't get a base hit here. I think he effectively loses the batting average crown because he only leads by 0.02 of a point, and that's not going to get it done. Flown out to Maddie Musgroves for out number 1. And Amia in danger of losing that triple crown that he's held for pretty much the majority of the season since we've really kept ahead on stats. Rounded with Morgan. That throw is in time for out number 2. And that brings up Buzz Yellow. And that's back today. Easy field for him, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. And we'll head to the top of the 3rd. Maddie Musgroves to lead things off. Johnny Bonatello tense after the error and giving up 2 runs. Popped up right field. Astaire is there. Sore hip and all to make the catch for round number 1. Remy Griffin, 1 for 1. Make it 2 for 2 as the Liberty shortstop gets aboard. Rhino Stacy, the hero, quote-unquote, of the game for the Liberty's sake, hitting 2 2-run home runs, including the one that gave them the 6-5 lead that they held on to. But swing and misses there, and that's going to be the 2nd strikeout for Bonatello. Wow, what a stat. Liberty, when not in the blowout game of the night, 0-8. Liberty in the blowout game of the night, 3-2. So the Liberty thrive on being the anti-hero. Oh, Bonatello has 3 strikeouts. RBI man now activated for Stu Rich. Oh, but a swing and a miss. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd, still 2-0. Nico Baca to lead things off. Doug Day has recovered after hitting Astaire with a pitch. Only a hit given up so far. This is high, 2-2 to Baca. Grounded to short. Remy Griffin, the throw in time for round number 1. Ojo down for Baca. Here's number 9 hitter, Ducateau. Despite her low power, and she singles one up the middle, has hit 5 home runs this year. I will say probably the most of her career for a single season, maybe even doubling up her career total, to be completely honest. and hitting a 347 average. And turns around the lineup here in the bottom of the third. Back to Piston Ullman. And Ullman into right, but Musgroves tracks that one down nicely. Round number 2. It's really hard because I know what these players' names are, but then I have to remember the alphabet when looking in the stat sheet. 1-1 now to Carlos Ramos. Two and 2 the count. The one fouled off. Swing and a miss! Doug Day with his first K sends us to the top of the 4th.
The second baseman, number 26.
2-0 to Smart Park. One is foul. That's in the zone, 2 and 2. Swing and a miss. Bonatello with his 5th strikeout of the night.
Number 30.
Donnie Bonatello, whoa. 12 earned runs through 9 innings pitched this season. A 12 ERA and a 2.11 whip. Not a great season for this man, but that's a good play by Bo Jackoon to get the slow roller to first in time for round number 2. Bonatello could bounce back nicely here with a 1-2-3 inning, facing off now against Relay Lucas. Double put 2 in scoring position, which Stephanie Morgan then cashed in. Oh, and that's a hit by pitch by Bonatello now. And both sides with 1 apiece. We have yet to see a Team Mojo down this season. We had 2 or 3 last season, if my memory serves me correctly. They were all in the same stream. They happened in back-to-back games. And Bonatello probably not much longer for this game. This one in to the Bermuda Triangle. Stephanie Morgan. Oh! Piston Ullman recovered on that one nicely. I didn't think he was even going to be anywhere close to that one when it fell, and that was going to score another run. But Morgan with her second, or that's not a base hit, that's a double. And that one is going to be a fly out into center field. The Liberty will leave a pair stranded as we go to the bottom of the 4th. And here is the other hit by pitch victim, Mookie Astaire. Yeah, I thought that was well over his head, but that's the thing with El Viejo. For whatever reason, the ball trajectory and the pathing is super obscure in this one. It is so hard to read balls off the bat in this one. Like, even in SNB2, it was hard to know where the ball was going because it looked like it was flying out of here, and it would just be caught at the warning track, or the ball doesn't carry in this park for whatever reason. Like, historically, that's been the theme with El Viejo. Grounded to third, Morgan to second for 1, to first, a Dragon special! And here, Shiru Amiya really needs to turn things on here if he wants that triple crown. And gets a base hit through the right side of the infield. That makes him 500 on the day. Which would improve his batting average overall, so flirting on the line there. Rotani into center field. That's going to one-hop to Sickly. And the Overdrafts have 2 aboard here with 2 outs. Buzz Yellow to the plate now. And Buzz Yellow into left. Back it goes, and that one is gone! Buzz Yellow gives the Overdrafts a lead with a 3-run shot into left field. 385 feet. And the Overdrafts take a deep sigh of relief. That one just eked over the fence. And that one is fair, just inside the bag down the first baseline. Nico Baca has herself a 1-out single, 2-out single.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Refs starting to hit Doug Day in this inning. Just 1 out away to sending us to the 4th, or the 5th. Oh, but a caught stealing ends the inning, sending us to the 5th. Overdrafts now lead 3-2.
The right fielder, number 29.
Bonatello starting off the inning at 73 pitches now. Tense. Has been tense pretty much for the duration after the error, which is the reason why the Liberty have 2 on the scoreboard. Ooh, swings through that one. Would have been ball 4. Pops it up, so a free out given up by Musgroves there. 2 former Moonshots players, and caught by a former Moonshots player, with the catcher behind the plate being a former Moonshot player. Dude, that's what you call the circle of life, potentially. 2-2 now to Remy Griffin. And he strikes out swinging. I believe that 6 Ks on the game for Bonatello now. Is. Fouled back, 2-1 the count. Foul, 2-2. Full count. Hard hit ball, but right to Ducateau for round number 3. And we go quickly to the bottom of the 6th. 9-1-2 due up for the Overdrafts as they lead by 1.
The second baseman, number 35.
Follow. Nope. High. Steve.
2-1 to Ducateau. 3-1 now. And Ducateau into right. That one's back. And that one's off the very top of the wall. Ducateau misses her 6th home run of the season by a foot, if that.
Number 27.
The Overdraft batters really starting to square up. Doug Day now. Or when we'll start to see Mitchell C. Runners desperately trying to go, but hit and run has been fouled back both times. Swing and a miss. Doug Day brings up his 2nd of the day.
Number 22.
2-1 the count to Ramos. Hits that one foul, 2-2. Grounded to Lucas. Lucas to Griffin. Griffin back to Lucas for a Dragons special. That gets Liberty out of the inning, sending us to the top of the 6th. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Liberty here, trailing by 1. Bonatello will start off the 6th inning. Stu Rich 0 for 2 today. 3-1 the count. That one right down Broadway for a full count. This one a high fly ball into right. Back it goes. It's at the wall. And Stu Rich has tied the game. Just over the leaping glove of a stare in right field. And it's 3-3. 347 feet into left field.
The second baseman, number 20. Now pitching.
And that will chase Bonatello. In comes Liam Boss. And Boss will strike out the first batter he faces.
The center fielder, number 30.
Let's see Liam Boss on the season. As Sickley falls behind 0-2. Grounder to second, Ducateau in time for round number 2. Liam Boss, 8 earned runs through 25 and a third innings, a 2.84 ERA and a 1.145 WHIP. 15 strikeouts, 8 walks, 3 home runs surrendered. That's up the middle, well, up the middle in the air that falls into center field for a 2-out single, which is the second base hit for Relay Lucas. She's reached 3 times, and here's Stephanie Morgan, who's having a day. Former Retrievers having themselves quite the outing so far today. Dribbler, slow roller to Ducateau, who flips it to Ramos in time for round number 3. Liberty, though, tied up 3-3, 7-7, but 0-1 in the error column as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
The right fielder, number 14.
Doug Day to start out the bottom of the 6th. Rounded to third, Stephanie Morgan. In time for round number 1, Mojo up for Doug Day, who has outlasted his competition, Bonatello. Tense, Bo Jackoon. Falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss! Not a day to remember for Jackoon. Jackoon. And here is Shiru Amiya. Started a 2-out rally that got the overdrafts on the board. And strikes out looking! Sends them to 1 for 3 on the day and sends us to the top of the 7th, still tied up at 3. Top of the order for the Bibberty. Bibberty looking for the upset to send the SSBL into a tizzy on what a day seemed to be very chalk. Has gone just about everything but.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 29.
I guess you can't say chalk with the Stingers ball players game being evens, according to the math, but semantics as Boss rings up his second. Musgroves goes down. Sorry, wrong former moonshot. Make Griffin 2 for 3 on the day. Fouled back. That's going to be 3. Oh, Mookie Astaire tried, but scoops it up off the ground, and Griffin is aboard for the 3rd time today. Rhino Stacy loves hitting 2-run home runs. And that is not a 2-run home run, as that is a ground out, second to first to send us to the bottom of the 7th. 3-3 your score here. Time to stretch. Thank you for joining us for day number 1 here in week 12 of the SSBL. Be sure to join us for the rest of the regular season as we get ready for the race to the Super Series of Season 8. As we punch the final tickets to the postseason. Buzz Yellow so far the savior tonight for the overdrafts with that 3-run home run, but he grounds this one to Smot Pak in time for round number 2. And Nico Baca, 1 for 2 today in tenths. He falls behind 0-2. Fouled back. And it's honestly not like the first game the Mythic didn't have an opportunity. They out-hit the Cyclones in that game. As Baca extends the bottom of the 7th with her second hit of the game. And brings up the dangerous Katarina Ducateau. Oh! Ducateau gets pulled! And so does Doug Day. Pratton comes in. Out the reliever you want if you want the upset. And then Wahlberger comes in for the hit. Runner's going, the throw is in the dirt and not in time. Not a great throw from behind the plate. Already had one caught stealing today. Up the middle, grounder. Smotpak backhands it. The throw in time for out number 3. And the side is retired. We go to the top of the 8th. Still tied at 3 apiece and 8 hits apiece. Wahlberger now playing second. I don't know what his stats are like. As this one is going to get down, a bomber special to start off the inning for the Liberty. 5. Who is hitting 5th? Stu Rich with a base hit. Surprised to see Smotpak stay in the game. 0 for 3 intense. Oh, a bunt. That goes behind the plate. 0 and 2. Dribbler back to the mound, and this is going to be a 1-4-3 Dragons special. You can almost see that writing on the wall. Wahlberger, catcher infielder. 54 speed, 53 fielding, and 45 arm. So that fielding takes a hit, and that's going to be a strikeout to end the inning for Boss. His third. Send us to the bottom of the 8th now. Still tied 3-3. Two and 2 now to Piston Omen. Grounded to first. Ray Lucas steps in the back herself for out number 1. Carlos Ramos to the plate. Takes first pitch strike. Oh, hard hit ball. That's going to get down into left field. That's going to roll to the wall. That's going to be extra bases for Ramos. His second hit of the day. Puts the go-ahead run in scoring position now. And here is Mookie Astaire. Has reached first base a couple of ways today. Getting hit by a pitch and walking. Fouled back 2-1 the count. Pressure is max. Fouled off 2-2. Another one foul. And another one foul. Swing and a miss! Bratton with his first strikeout puts 2 away. And here is Bo Jackoon with RBI man active but tense. Makes everything a wash. The power is above, but speed and contact still lacking. What his normal stats are. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss, 2-2. A base hit gives the Overdrafts the lead. This one into right. That one's not just a base hit. It's a 2-run shot for Bo Jackoon. 382 feet into right field. And the Overdrafts now lead 5-3. Bo Jackoon delivering when it matters most. And here's Shiru Amiya. And Shiru Amiya will get a base hit to go 2 for 4 on the day. Average back up to 500 for the game and improving his overall average. But not hitting any home runs to separate himself from the rest of the field. But still effectively a triple crown, at least in my record books. 1-1 now to Shohei Ohtani. Inside, 2-1. Fouled back, 2-2. Swing and a miss! Bratton rings up Ohtani, but not before the 2-run shot by Bo Jackoon forces Liberty to their final 3 outs. Relay Lucas to lead things off against Liam Boss. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts. He's locked in. Swing and miss there, 1-1 the count. Inside, 2-1. 2-2 now. This one a high fly ball into left field. That one's heading for the triangle, and Lucas is gone. Makes it a 1-run game. Lucas just a triple away from the cycle. Not that she'll get another opportunity property. Wow, I can say words. It makes it 5-4. And Morgan gets pulled despite having a fantastic day herself, and so does Boss. In comes Hansen. Bobby Bonilla comes in for Morgan. Four. And she falls behind 1-2. That one's up the middle, though. That's going to be a base hit for Bonilla. Tying run is on base. And to the top of the lineup, we go Trailer Crane. 0 for 4 in 10th has not been a good day for Crane. But Crane, doesn't get by Wahlberger, and Wahlberger flicks it to Bojaku, to Ramos for a 4-6-3 Dragon special, and Matty Musgroves is the last hope for the Liberty. Takes a first pitch strike on the slider. That slider runs a bit wide, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. The pitch from Hansen. This one into left. Back it goes. Doesn't have enough. It's hanging up there. It's deep. It's gone! Matty Musgroves ties the game at 5 apiece. 381 into left field, and it's 5-5. Holy cow! Just eked over the wall. Remy Griffin flips that one to Brotani for out number 3. 5-5. We go into the bottom of the 9th. Overdrafts can walk it off, though. Buzz, Yellow, Nico Baca, and Joseph Wahlberger. And Bonilla will get pulled in favor of Tanya Marzo. Now at third base. I don't know what that does defensively. And Yellow is aboard with a leadoff single. Trent Pratton really needs to get pulled. And they will. Winkler comes in. The doubles! Stop it! That's the 3rd time you're doing that to me, game. You're confusing me. Winkler at the number 8. Baca, goodbye. AI going for power. Runner is going. The throw is going to be in time! The second caught stealing from Stu Rich. Empties the bases, but Daniel Winkler's aboard via a walk. Holy cow, save the drama for game 4. And here's the Joseph Wahlberger who got replaced, or who came in for Ducato! Wahlberger wins the game for the Overdrafts! Walk-off home run, dead center field, 451, and forget about it! Holy Toledo! The Liberty tried their hardest, but couldn't come up with another upset. Whoops, that's the score. 12-13. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for the Liberty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for the Overdrafts. Whew, boy, that one was a roller coaster. "12 hits for the Liberty, 3 from Relay Lucas, who had a home run. Stu Rich with a home run, and Matty Musgroves with a home run. 13 hits for the Overdrafts. Ramos with a pair, Emilia with a pair, Buzz Yellow with a 3-run home run, one of his 2 hits. Nico Baca with a pair, Ducato with a pair, and then Joseph Wahlberger hitting the walk-off 2-run home run to give the win to the Overdrafts. Loss goes to Mitchell C. 2 earned runs in a third of an inning. Win goes to Hanson, an inning pitch, 1 earned, 2 hits, a home run. MVP is Relay Lucas, followed by Buzz Yellow and Joseph Wahlberger. Well, that's going to end a very interesting night here in the SSBL. I don't know what else to say. No Hummus has the call tomorrow and Wednesday, and I'll see y'all next time, everyone. Have a good night.